All right, there we go. Well, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jackie Johnson.
And it is LaQuisha, aka LQ.
And we are My Sister and Me, LLC. And we want to welcome you to episode 16 of Sister Conversations
In
in
Black.
Black. All right, now, I'm
Mhm.
telling y'all, we getting it raw.
One
Well,
day.
yeah, we're going to have it down eventually, okay?
See, I like to let her go ahead and do that part, and I just want to say in black because I'm technically in black. So
She's so funny. Well, episode 16 is called How You Gonna Act Like That. So y'all know, as always, we got a little song for you. We got a little tribute.
well, go on and sing, sir.
Come on, Tyrese.
I was driving, you was walking, and I swooped you up. From that moment on, I knew you were the one. I was single, you were lonely, and we fell in love. We would sit and talk for hours about anything. Baby, you hang up, no, you hang up, on three hang up. I bought you with my picture and I gave you everything. Said you'd always be my baby, then you found how you gonna leave me now. How you gonna act like that? How you gonna change it up? We just finished breaking up. How you gonna act like that? How you gonna act like we don't be making love? You know we be tearing it up, breaking stuff and get love. How you gonna trip? How can you forget? How you gonna act like that?
All right, that's all y'all get, okay? We ain't trying to create no groove on this beautiful Saturday. So first of all, I want to say thank you everybody who is watching us on a Saturday, which is not our normal time, but we appreciate you guys so much. We have some things going on tomorrow. For those of you who are in Minnesota, your girl will be preaching for Apostle Maurice and Prophet Patrice. And I want you guys, if you're in the city, to come and check us out. That information is on my Facebook page. And so I hope to see you. So that's why we're doing the podcast today. Okay. Because now, after I get off of here, I got to pray, I got to consecrate and get myself ready for tomorrow. Okay.
Get into it.
Okay.
Into it.
All right. So, sis, you want to go ahead and introduce the episode for this week?
Sure. How you gonna act like that? Today's episode podcast is based around social media etiquette when you're in a relationship. So if you have anything that you want to add to this topic, please drop it in the comment section below. You can drop it on the Facebook page. You can send it in Messenger, but don't send it to me because I'm going to sleep after this.
She said, "Don't send it to me. I'm going to sleep."
No, we've had some busy weekends around here,
Yes.
and
Yes, God.
even weeks to come. And she's still going, but this sister over here needs some rest. So I'm taking this weekend.
She's taking this weekend, which is her birthday weekend.
It is, y'all. It's my birthday weekend, and I am tired, believe it or not. So anyway, if you have a comment, even if you want, you can go to the YouTube page. You can go to our Facebook page. You can go to our website. Leave your comment. Let us know, even if it's something that you technically don't agree with. Okay. Or yeah, it's okay. So social media etiquette when you're in a relationship. 101.
Oh, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm probably going to get in a lot of good, big trouble, but I don't care.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm going to pop it off.
Pop it off, sis.
Ladies, I got to come to you first. Woo. When you in a relationship and it's a known relationship. Now I ain't talking about one that's hidden.
Oh no, not a secret relationship.
I ain't talking about what they call it nowadays, but I'm talking about a known relationship.
Not a he don't know you his relationship.
Yeah, or you my little boo thing, but don't nobody know relationship.
Oh, or you are claiming him, but he ain't claiming you relationship.
Exactly. You know, I got to come down the ladies' road first. When you in a known relationship and people know you in one, social media etiquette, my opinion, I don't think you should post provocative pictures unless you and your man agree upon them. Somebody gonna have a problem with that, and I'm sure a feminist may.
I'm gonna say you might be getting in trouble today. I thought I was gonna be the one getting in trouble. You might be the one getting in trouble today.
In my opinion, notice I said opinion.
Yes.
I think that some things should be observed for your man.
I agree. I ain't even gonna lie with you. I agree wholeheartedly. I think the only time you should see a sexy, provocative picture of you is if you with your man. Y'all posing together because y'all cute. To me, that's a little acceptable. However, I'm with my sister. Don't necessarily think you should be advertised because it's taken as advertising.
Now look, some men think it's cute to have other men lust after their women or wives on social media, whatever. But let me just say this.
That ain't cute.
If you're an attractive woman, and I don't mean just face wise, but I mean if your attractiveness
Prophet
exudes from you, right? They're gonna be attracted to you anyway. Period. And let me say something else. It should never be proven to a man how attractive you are. He should already know. That's why he picked you. So it shouldn't be ever have to come to a point where, it made me feel good when other men looking at my woman. Woo woo. Babe, he should already know men gonna look at you because he picked you. There are qualities about you that are attractive to other men because there are qualities about you that are attractive to him. Come on, we're gonna talk about it today.
Let's talk about it.
We're gonna keep it on the board today.
How you gonna act like that?
Okay. Trust and believe. You don't need to do all of that when you're in a relationship. Your man know other men look at you. Just like other women look at him. If y'all treating each other right, they gonna look.
That's right.
You got anything you want to say to that, sis?
No, I'm in full agreement with that statement, and I mean we rarely hear me say that, but I'm in full agreement with that statement. I do think it is problematic when men want women that are that way because it's like you're inviting your own issues. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're a man who's not very secure, because I know a lot of men act like they're, confident and they don't have any insecurities. But I remember, kind of growing up, and we called them trophy wives when men marry women who just look good. Like they literally marry her because she got a banging body and she is gorgeous. She looked like a model. Not marrying her for her qualities, not marrying her because she's going to hold you down, not marrying her because she's going to be a great mother and an asset to you, but just marrying her because he can brag on how good his wife looks. And I think a lot of men found out the hard way that trophy wives are not wives. They're exactly what you said. They are trophies. They are something beautiful to look at. And that's not to say that beautiful women don't have other things going on for them. But when you respect yourself, and especially if you're somebody's woman or somebody's wife, you don't want to present yourself in that way. It makes you uncomfortable to have men lusting and lurking after you. Even some of us who don't, do that, when we have a man just trying to gobble and trying to talk to us and all that, it made me feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that attention. It's attention I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when I'm getting dressed up to go on date night with my man. I'm trying to look sexy. I'm trying to entice him. I'm not trying to entice every man in the world. And I know a lot of women be like, oh no, I get sexy for me. For what? You need to entice yourself, arouse yourself for what? You're not getting sexy for you. We get cute for us. We get sexy for our men. So I agree with your statement that I do not think if you are in a serious relationship or a marriage that you should be dressing provocatively on social media, because it puts something out there that you're advertising. Like, hey, look at me, come get me, look at what I got. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I agree that I don't think that's proper social media etiquette for a relationship.
I mean, and some women may not agree with it. They may say, hey, we old school, we traditional, who cares?
Yeah.
Y'all need to step into a new age. Okay, boo. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's I'm just giving my opinion. Okay?
And that's the good thing about opinions. Everybody got one.
Yeah, it may not mean a hill of beans to you.
Right. And fortunately, this is my sister and me, LLC. So this is about our opinions on here today.
Right. Number two, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. So I'm just putting a disclaimer out there. At the end of the day, this podcast is to create conversation in your homes, in your circle of friends, in your circle of influence. So we just want to have the conversations that people are not having or are afraid to have because you don't want to hurt your homegirl's feelings or because you don't want to cause no conflict. You know what I mean? So This is why we talk about these topics. And again, this just happens to be one thing that we totally agree on, but most of the time we don't agree. And so it's okay, but I totally agree with that. It looks like we got some people in the chat who agree with that. And again, it may be some women who don't agree with that. And that's okay too, guys. You know what I mean? We're just throwing our viewpoint out there, and a lot of people actually agree with our viewpoint. So maybe
let's go to a second one.
Let's go. Hit it.
Number
Pop it off.
two.
Pop it off.
If you are in a relationship, in a marriage, and a single woman posts a picture that maybe you find attractive, pretty, sexy, this for you men. Don't double heart that picture.
Oh God. Oh God.
Listen.
Now see, this is probably where I'm about to get in trouble.
Listen. Don't double heart that picture.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Okay.
Go ahead.
I am someone who has a lot of brothers in the gospel, and I have some natural brothers. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. If one of my brothers looks handsome on their picture, even me, as a married woman, I'm probably not going to heart it. He's my brother. I might like it, but I'm definitely not going to heart it. And I'm gonna tell
unless he on there with his wife. I'll heart it if you on there with your wife.
That's a different. I was just about to say that's different. Now, if it's a couple picture, or if it's you saying how much you love your wife, or you saying how much you adore your husband, I'm hearting that all day because I love. Woo! Okay, I'm hearting that all day. But just okay, sis, your husband just looking fine on the picture, and I'm double hearting that.
Now there may be an exception, and I'm not saying that this is me, but some exceptions would be that this is your brother or your sister.
That's why I just said if it's my brother, I might heart it or like it.
Right.
Most often, it depends. Like if we close, and see, this is why we have to define things. Because if I call you brother and you call me sister, but maybe me and your wife don't have no good relationship, I'm probably just going to like the picture because I don't want no smoke. Okay. Now if we the type of brother and sister where me and you and me and your wife is cool, yeah, you can get a heart. You understand what I'm saying? But some random man who just I think looks nice, I'm not going to heart that picture. You understand what I'm saying? And I think you just have to be careful altogether, because like I see somebody in the chat, they said some people be doing too much.
Listen, and they might be doing too much. Look, let me just say this. If the woman is not advertising, it could just be a random picture. If you go down her photos and you heart 5 of her pictures, that's probably not a good look.
Can we talk about the real issue? The real issue is that stuff means something. When you're loving another woman's picture or another man's picture, when you are like going into all of their pictures, liking and loving, that means something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not, as a married woman, I'm not going into some man's photos and just, scroll like. Something is wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? Number one, obviously something in you is attracted to that person. Number two, you're putting it out there for the world to see it, and then for your spouse or your significant other to feel some kind of way. And I know there are so many people out there that's like, it's just a picture. It don't bother me. Boo boo, please. Please. If she any kind of woman and if he any kind of man, it bothers them because they know what that is. It's not just harmless. It's not harmless. I'm sorry. If you're in a committed relationship, but you like every woman who got a size 6 body on Instagram and you married to a woman who is size 18, yeah, you probably making her feel like that's what you really want and you don't want her. Like the issues go deeper than just liking a picture. Furthermore, why you looking at all these women pictures and you got a woman?
You got a woman.
And why you looking at all these men pictures and you got a man? That's the deeper issues. And then let's go further than the hearts and likes. Let's talk about them emojis. Them heart emojis. The emojis. When people comment under people's pictures and it's just a heart, or it's just the hugs, or them emojis mean something. Emojis is words, people. So don't be putting hearts under somebody's stuff if that's not what you try to insinuate. Because if you got a significant other, you shouldn't be making them kind of comments unless they're your family.
Well, I personally, I have a brother and a sister that are married. We came up in the gospel together. And if my brother look good, I might heart it. I don't think I have, because I'm real goofy with him. So I might write something like, "Oh, you look good today." I might write something goofy, but I'm not sure I have, but I don't think it's impossible. But again, let's just state for the record that is an intimate relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, not intimate, but a close relationship that you ought to have with both parties in the relationship.
So that there's a common respect there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that the wife knows you're not flirting.
They were and are like that with myself and my ex-husband as well, because it was the 4 of us. So it wasn't just me and them.
Right.
So like you said, there has to be a mutual understanding. So yeah, we got those heart things out the way. All right. Here we go.
Dive on down. Pop it off.
Man or woman, you in a relationship, you married, you in a relationship. Do you think it's okay for you to have Instagram models and stuff on your Instagram page? And you liking and hearting their stuff? Because even though you don't know the person, some people don't see no problem with it because you don't know the person. But they dang near naked. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I got this thing with Ice Cube. Okay. But
Not Ice Cube.
but
That's
this thing,
that's your celebrity crush.
listen, but this thing with Ice Cube did not. When I was married, I didn't have posters of Ice Cube in my bedroom. I didn't have Ice Cube on my Facebook page, Instagram, or anything like that. And I feel like, I'm divorced now, so I can like Ice Cube, but prior to, and my ex-husband, he never said anything about it. He doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? It was a joke. But at any rate, I still didn't disrespect him to the point where I posted things of one day me and Ice Cube gonna be together. Just like he didn't do that of him and Kelly Rowland. But we just kind of had an understanding.
Not Kelly.
Yes, he likes Kelly Rowland. But we just kind of had an understanding like, oh, okay, all right. But you with me, right? Yep. You with me, right? Yep. I love you. I love you too. Okay. I'm attracted to you. I'm attracted to you too. Like that's just what it is. So how does one feel about having Instagram? And I ain't talking about celebrity crushes, but I'm talking about like Instagram people, half naked models and stuff like that on their Instagram page.
That's a no-no.
About that. Oh, did you say no?
That's a no-no. Maybe do the Bobby Schmurder on that one. That's a no-no. I'm gonna tell you now. I can definitely relate to the celebrity crush thing because we both had one too. Okay. I used to tell people Paul Walker was my baby daddy. Okay. And so like that's in fun.
Yeah.
That's a whole celebrity. Neither one of us ever gonna know, ever gonna be. Like it is what it is. That's a good fun. However, when you start talking about IG models and things like this, these are real people. These are real accessible people. And not only that, but you're looking at them again, it's the lust factor. And I'm sorry, but I don't think people understand that there are gateways that causes issues in marriages and in relationships. If you're with me, be with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're with me, but you're admiring the scenery other places, eventually you're gonna probably want to go live somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? Or play somewhere else. And that is the harm in lusting after a woman, you know what I mean, who's not yours, or a man who is not yours. You create issues within your relationship, and you don't see it as that because it could be innocent. It could just be like, oh, I like the way they look or whatever. But it's like now you've opened yourself up to admire another man or another woman who is not your man and your woman. And typically when people start doing that, number one, they start neglecting the person they actually have. Because oftentimes when men and women are liking other men's pictures and stuff on Facebook and Instagram, they're not liking their own spouses or their own significant others' pictures. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like even with a man who is a really he's a really sweet man, really mannerable man, right? So if that man sees a woman coming out of a store and he holds the door open for her, that could just be his nature. But if he doesn't hold the door for his own wife or his own girlfriend, then she can view that as a problem. And it is a problem. Because in a relationship, you never do for another woman or man what you do not do for your spouse already. And you don't surpass that. You don't do more for another man or woman than you do for your spouse. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes men and women both will do things like, well, I do this with everybody. Well, you shouldn't do it with everybody because there should be some things in your relationship that are only reserved for your spouse. I don't want to look at every man the way I look at my spouse. I don't want to encourage every man the way I encourage my spouse. I don't want to tell every man how good he looks the same way I do with my spouse. You know what I mean? Because you make them even. And your spouse or significant other is supposed to be above every other man or every other woman. And so if you're showing all this attention, even visually, to another woman or another man, that's going to create an issue within your relationship at some point, and it's creating a issue within you.
All right. Well, Daddy Luke said we should be doing something different for years, but okay. Daddy Luke said it was all right. But I'm just saying that's Luke. That ain't me. That's Luke.
A lot of people think it's all right. They like it's harmless. I like he don't know them.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with admiring beauty. Like, hey, if that's how you feel.
Yeah.
But for me,
I
that's a
don't do
problem.
it. I don't do it personally. My thing, I don't have time for the confusion. I don't need my man coming back to me saying you hearted somebody's picture. I don't need my man saying you got 15 pictures of this person. This must be what you like. I don't even want the argument.
Right.
So in order to keep the argument down, you might want to stay away from that. I'm just saying. All right. The next thing is, how do we deal with, here we go, provocative material when in a relationship?
Wait a minute, what you mean by that?
Provocative material like Father Luke came out with a video and it's got all the big booty girls, rock with it, and your spouse post that video. Or H-Town, who's the big people now? I don't know. Trey Songz, I guess. I don't do skinny men, but Trey Songz comes out and he's in a concert with no shirt on, and the wife is like,
oh, wait a minute,
oh, girl,
like that D'Angelo video where the women was tilting the TV.
Yeah. So we talking about social media etiquette when in a relationship. How does one deal with provocative material on social media when in a relationship? Because you got so many, I mean, look, for the 99 2000s, you got so many city girls. You got so many. Does that bother you? Me personally, I haven't had to deal with it. I have not had to deal with it. So I don't know how I would act.
I mean, you saying like posting the videos or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, like it probably wouldn't bother me because it's content that the whole world is watching, but what would bother me is I would feel like it's immature. If my guy was posting that, I would feel like it's immature. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, grown men do grown things. Grown men understand, like, they don't live in this alternate reality world. They don't live in the VR world. They don't live in a video looking at some beautiful woman. They live in a moment with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? If you like big booty girls who wear short shorts and halter tops, then get your girl some short shorts and a halter top and let her shake it and back it up for you at home behind closed doors. Like, if that's what you into. You understand what I'm saying?
If she's in her 40s, she gonna be for the 99 2000.
You know, grown men do grown men things. Okay, he ain't posting about big booty girls. He probably got a big booty girl at home. Facts. Okay, so I'm just saying, like, I don't know that it would bother me, but it would definitely make me feel like I was with an immature man.
Yeah, and some men just like big booties.
You know, get you a girl with a big booty.
Yeah, some men just like big booties, but sometimes they wife don't have no big booty.
Well, they see that's
and some women,
the choices you gotta make.
Some women like chiseled. Some women just like chiseled chests, but their husband don't have no chiseled chest.
Well, they better learn to love what he got, or they better encourage him to go to the gym. That's how that works. But whatever decision you make your decision. And I'm gonna be honest, this is a really good thing that you're bringing up, because if you know that's what you like and you absolutely can't be without that, don't settle for somebody who don't have that, because you're gonna hurt that person. It's as simple as that. If you like big booty girls and that is something you just got to have, don't go get no flat booty girl. Cause she ain't gonna be enough for you. You gonna go out there and cheat with some big booty girl, okay? Like
And
if you can't
if you like a fluffy man like myself, don't go and get somebody where you gotta watch what you eat around. Go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Keep your expectations realistic. They need to be realistic, or you're gonna hurt somebody. Like no lie.
Or hurt yourself.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no lie. Don't be like in love idolizing Aaliyah, and you go get some girl that look like Kelly Price.
Listen,
if that's really your thing, and you just obsessed with that, you can't let it go. That's the package you gotta have. Then wait for that package. Please don't go ruin somebody else's life.
Real talk. I ain't putting no names out there, but I know a couple, sis, that the husband flat out told us at dinner that he said he like light-skinned girls, light-skinned, thick girls. And his wife was neither one of them things.
Girl, if my man sit up there and say his type of woman that he like and it's total opposite of me, we're probably gonna be fighting.
They wasn't fighting, she stayed.
First of all, that's embarrassing. Yeah. You're embarrassing her. Second of all, you're stupid because it makes you look dumb. Why would you marry somebody and this is why I'm saying, if you're one of them people who you have a type and that's all you want, stick with your type, okay? And I'm gonna tell you because, like me,
I was embarrassed for her.
I don't have no type. I like certain things about men. For me, you done see. I done had a light skin, a brown skin, a dark skin. Like I don't have a physical type. You understand what I'm saying? That my type is more internal. She's so stupid. She talking about her type. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Okay. I don't have a type. Like my guy ain't gotta be skinny. My guy ain't got. The only thing I will say is I don't want no big man because I'm big. That's too much big together. So if you notice, I have never dated a bigger guy. I date tall, but like I've never dated a heavyset guy because I'm heavyset, and I don't want that friction. But other than that, I don't have a type. Like it's certain things internally that attracts me to a man. And I'm not saying like I don't look at a man and like, oh, he's fine, because I have seen some fine men. But I don't have like in my mind he gotta be 6'5", and he gotta have a chest like this, and he gotta be chocolates. You know what I mean? Like I don't have a type like that. So for me, I'm just looking for those qualities. You understand what I'm saying? But there are certain people, and usually it's men who have a type. If you know you only like light-skinned girls, please leave us chocolate women alone.
And it's been trouble in the relationship since the beginning. But anyway,
somebody said if they don't go after what they really like, why do they stay with whom they have? It can't just be body type.
Oh, well, I'll tell you one of the reasons. Because even though they're not attracted, that person offers them a sense of security. They know that they're not going, number one, they know they're not going to go nowhere. Because in their head, they thinking, if I don't want you, don't nobody else want you. Let's just be real. Some of these people is narcissistic, okay? Whoever said that. And number two, they real comfortable with the life, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, the party that is the undesired party is gonna do whatever they need to do to to love and to keep that initial party that's not desiring them, which makes for a real comfortable life to the narcissistic.
And then let's be real. And then let's be real as well. They may love things about that person. Like they may love her attitude. They may love how she carries herself. But what I'm saying is, if you're somebody
Or
who
love what they can do for them.
well, that's a user. That's a user. And we know a lot of men and women are both users. So they stay in relationships because they're using them for something. But I'm talking about the man who has a type, but he finds somebody with the qualities he wants that's not his type. He stays with her because she has those things, but there's still going to be problems in the area of attraction, which could be problems with sexual intimacy, which could lead to just marital problems. Because if you ain't sexually intimate or don't have that attraction to your spouse or significant other, you headed for trouble. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of relationships who have bad issues in a relationship, you know why they stay together so long? Because of the attraction. Because of the, you understand what I'm saying? So you imagine having other things, but not having somebody who's attracted to you, who looks at you like you are just gorgeous.
Well, I'm gonna
Who
keep it
looks at
real with you now. I
who
didn't have to
looks at
pull
you
my
like
teeth.
are amazing.
I didn't have to
Yes.
pull my teeth like an older person. Let me keep it real with you. Some people sleep with a dog. They ain't gotta be attracted to it.
That's also true. She said then that's not being real to themselves or the relationship either.
I
No, it's
agree.
not being, but
I
but
agree.
they do it. It's
I
not
agree.
being real to the relationship, but they do it. That's how come you got so many broken relationships.
I agree with you. Whoever
You got
said
so many people who get together for a short time and then they go on by their business because they, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So definitely we're not saying that it's right. We're just telling you that's what they do.
no, it's not right.
And I can tell you that's what they do because my first husband did that. He had a type. He had a type. I was not his type. And it's like, well, why did you get with me? If you knew I wasn't light skin with long hair down to my butt, why did you get with me? Why did you say you love me?
Felt like
You know?
it was the right thing to do. That's sometimes what they think. Sometimes people stay with people for children. I mean,
You know?
it's a number of reasons. I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. But here's my pet peeve. I'm just talking about mass social media etiquette when in a relationship. Listen, I I ain't no celebrity, but I know a lot of people. And a lot of people know me. Watch what you post on Facebook if you in an open, like out relationship with me. And
Yeah.
people know we in a relationship and they know what type of woman I am and how I carry myself.
yep.
And you may not like it. You might be like, I don't want to be with no woman. I gotta censor myself and this and that. But listen, you shouldn't want everyone to have a window into you. And that's number one. And number two, when you decided to get with me, or whatever, you knew already what type of woman I was because you knew who I was when you chose me.
Right.
I'm just saying in general. So you already kind of knew that, people looked at me with a certain standard. Sometimes people look at us with a certain standard. So
And a certain respect.
and a certain respect. So of course, you're going to get some sort of spotlight on you.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
saying we're celebrities. What I'm
Yes.
saying is you're going to get that because if you marry Mother Teresa, everyone wants to, not that I am, not that I am, but if you marry Mother Teresa, everyone wants to find out what type of man is this who
Right.
got Mother Teresa.
That's right.
If you're in a relationship with her, there's got to be something special about you
Yep.
for her to pass up all of these other. So, here's the thing.
That's real though. We need to
And I
talk
ain't
about
trying
that.
to brag, but some of us is some real grown adults. We real grown men and we real grown women.
Facts.
Watch what you post on social, what you type and what you post on social media, because we hella grown out here.
Yeah.
And I don't need people to be looking at my man as if he is not as grown as I am.
am. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, sis.
No, them is big facts. And I really love that you said that because again, we're not talking about every caliber of woman. We're talking about our caliber of woman. When you have a woman who self-respects herself, like she carries herself very respectfully, she carries herself with dignity, honor, and grace. It's embarrassing if you have a significant other or a spouse who is posting things on social media that makes them look absolute immature, that makes it look like they don't respect you, that they don't have honor for you the way other people do. You understand what I'm saying? And so I agree with what you just said. And that's why I'm telling you, men and women, dating someone, getting into a relationship one, and especially marrying someone is not something that you take lightly. You have to understand who it is that you are marrying. You have to understand who it is that you is asking to be your woman or allowing to be your man.
Yeah.
Because you are a reflection of one another. And if you believe what we believe biblically, then you really understand when a man gives you his last name and marries you, you are a direct reflection of him. And men need to understand that that woman is a direct reflection of you. And you both can do things in the public eye to diminish one another. Whether that's true or not, if you put it out there like that, that is what people is going to think about your significant other. So I agree.
And as an appeal to men and women, if you date someone who is mature in some other areas that you are not, because we balance each other out, right? Yes. So it's not saying that I'm better than you, but we balance each other out. Then they picked you because they see you and they see who you can become. Listen, they see who you can become. So if you're posting things that is not becoming of the man or woman who they see you are to become, it doesn't just diminish the person that you're seeing, but it diminishes yourself. Because if I see you and I picked you, then I obviously see you as, there are qualities about you, mature businessman,
greater. Yeah.
Yeah, I see you as greater. So come on now, you're stepping over here into this league. So because I see you as greater, I want you to see you as greater. And those things that come out of our mouth, come on now, they shape our image. Everyone has an off day. Some people will say, sis, well, you worried about too much what people think about you and blah, blah, blah. It's not about that. It is about you perceiving yourself, how you put your self-image out there for yourself. Now, I did have a woman come to me and tell me that she didn't like my dreads and she thought that my hair was wild and it was that I was getting a little wild and it was getting nappy. But at the end of the day, these are dreads, okay, and they kink up. But my thing to that woman is, you haven't seen me internally. So you have a problem with evolution, obviously. Because if you didn't, you would know that dreads are ethnic. They are a part of our roots. And sometimes they kink up. But what does that have to do with what's coming out of my mouth? Ask yourself that. So yes, you will get some people to try to judge you on different things because they're still stuck where they are. But what I'm saying is, if I see you, or anyone, not just me, I'm just saying anyone, if they see you as this better person, as this person who is evolving,
right,
then you may want to watch what you say now, because so a man thinketh, so is he. Or when I was a child, I spoke as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But I
I
feel
want,
like,
yeah, and I want to add to this. If you're not ready for what comes with getting a woman or a man of a higher caliber, stay down there where you normally stay. And I mean that in the most respectful way. Because a lot of times, like, women will want a good man, a better type of man. But then you got to understand what comes with that. There are behavioral things that come with that. That is an honor and a grace that he's looking for you to have. And if you're not willing to elevate your life, because as she said, if we choose you, it's because we see that you can be greater. And what we know about women is we were called help. So we know how to build our men. We know how to love you. We know how to assist you. We know how to build you up. But are you a man that is willing to have that evolution in your life? Or are you that man that's going to let people who are still sitting down here criticize you for wanting to go higher? And that's what I see with men a lot, is they let their circle or their family or whoever tell them, why you doing all that? You letting her control you. You letting her do this and that. Well, that's what a woman's supposed to do, baby. A woman is supposed to help her man come up to his potential.
yeah.
Because if he come up to his potential, he gonna be able to do what he needs to do with me. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you have to be the kind of man who can say, wow, she sees enough in me and loves me enough to deal with me right here where I don't have those things, where I'm not that man yet, but she believes in me enough that she's willing to help me build. You need to cherish that one.
And you picked her, sir. You picked her. For some reason, it was something about her that you know, that you liked or you were attracted to, or it was something different about her.
Yeah.
So, you
But
know,
it's like, if you don't want to elevate, if you don't want to reach your potential, then don't get a woman who is like that. Don't get a woman with that mind frame. Stay down there with them chicken heads who don't want to do nothing but what you do. Like, facts. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to keep it 100, because I'm so tired of seeing good women get played because you immature, and she loving you and trying to build you to a place of real maturity, and you taking the thing, but then somewhere along the line you let people talk you out of your blessing, and then you gonna leave her behind to go back down. What? To
'cause I'm sure if
digress?
there's things that you don't like, you could tell her and she's gonna consider them because she would be the type of woman that loves you. The
Absolutely.
next thing is okay, we already talked about these posts, right? We talked about, what people put out there, right? So, how do you feel about when men and women post these romantic videos? Like, you've ever seen those videos where they have like the flowers and the bed and the hearts and the candles and stuff, and then
Uh-huh.
they'll say something like, it's gonna be a good birthday.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about that? Because I don't know. Is that inappropriate to
I
tell
mean,
you when you're going to be intimate with your partner? Basically, they're saying when they're going to be intimate.
I mean, I personally don't have an issue with that. I think if you're I don't know, because it really depends on the person. It depends on the motive. Are you putting that out there for people to be jealous? Are you sending a message to somebody? Or are you really doing it because you want the world to know, I love this person, I appreciate this person, and I probably never really do this, but I feel like this person needs some public honor? I'm totally cool with that. But if you're doing it because you trying to flex, or you try to make people jealous, or you know what I mean?
Okay.
I have an issue with that. But
Some
I'm gonna
people
be
put it up
honest.
there to show love,
Yeah.
to keep
But I'm
people.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, because I was one of them people, like, I just like posting my memories because I'm a memory person. So when I
Okay.
make memories with my family, I like posting that because that was a happy memory. But I'll be honest with you, I'll never do it again.
Ooh,
I'll
why?
never do it again.
Why is that?
Because I realize now, sometimes when you're posting all your happy moments with your spouse and your family, you get so many hate and jealous people who just want to see you fall and want to see you fail because they're saying to themselves, you are not that happy. You are not that loving. Y'all is not that whatever. And sometimes it creates enemies spiritually and naturally.
Oh wow.
So I promise you, the next intimate chapter of my life will be very private.
Oh wow.
Very private. You may see glimpses, but it's gonna be private. You
Well,
you you gonna be
you know
like,
what? I can't say I don't understand
you
because
gonna be
I get
like,
it.
you gonna be like, I ain't even seen no pictures of Apostle Day and her man and her kids and her. You don't need to. Just know I'm happy.
I get it. I when I was married, we were not friends on Facebook, but we had holiday pictures and stuff like that. So I did do that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, and wait a minute, and everybody knew I was married. So let's just make that clear.
Clear.
Which brings me to my next topic. How do you feel about separate social media pages? I did it for years. We had no problem. We didn't need to have a page together. Everybody knew we were married.
I don't have a problem with separate social media pages as long as both parties is behaving in accordance. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, you should know I'm a married woman and you should know he's a married man.
Some people have a problem with it because they spouse.
That's what but I'm gonna be honest with you, like social media is a issue in today's society. Social media is an issue for a whole lot of couples, whether they know it or whether they agree to that or not, it is an issue. Anytime you can parade a plethora, like a buffet of men and women before your spouse to be tempted with daily, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even somebody like me, I'm not a luster. Like, I don't look at me like, whoo, oh my God. Like, that is not a problem for me. So for all of you people who say it's only a problem if you have lust issues, no. Because like I'm gonna use myself for an example. I don't have any type of lust issues. I don't look at a man and just like go in. You know what I mean?
Me neither.
I don't have that. But guess what? If I'm having problems in my marriage and there is 5 million men out here trying to get at me every day, trying to prove to me that they could treat me better, they could do me better, that is constant pressure and temptation. It is a problem for relationships. That is why I believe it is the way you behave on your social media that makes the difference. If you're using your social media to advertise your brand or your business, or if you're just using your social media to be present for family and friends who live all over the place, to stay connected, then there should not be like this open page for any and everybody to come to your inbox or to be. Why are you friends with 500 people and you only know 100 of them and you only talk to 50 of them? Like, you understand what I'm saying? And so I think social media itself really is a form of advertising yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why I got rid of my personal social media and I only have my ministry social media to put posts up about ministry or the podcast or inspirational quotes, or you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want my personal presence on there anymore, but I do want that inspiration where I can bring some type of joy, some type of ministry, some type of encouragement to other people. That is the only presence I want on my social media now. You understand what I'm saying? Now I have a personal Instagram, but I don't have many people on that Instagram. Most of the people on that Instagram are my friends and family. Like, I know them. You understand what I'm saying?
It's
And
definitely a way to stay connected to your loved ones that you don't see every day.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's all about how you behave with it. You know what I'm saying? If your stuff is open for every woman who think you cute or handsome to get in your inbox and say, what's up, cutie? Or what's up? And you want to submit yourself to that, and that is what it is. I remember I used to get a whole lot of inbox from random men. I would screenshot it, send it to my husband, and immediately block them.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get those inboxes when I was married, but
Oh, I girl.
when I got divorced,
Yeah.
and I didn't even tell people I was divorced. They just was seeing more and more pictures alone.
Yep.
And I was
Yep.
getting the inboxes like, where's AKA?
Yes.
And so now I don't block them. I just don't respond to them
I
at all.
block them. I
Yeah.
block them because I feel
Yeah.
like if you have old topic, because on my page it clearly said married. So if like I didn't hide, and let's talk about that too, because if you have a social media page and you're married, but your stuff is not either A, not showing, or
Yeah.
B, it says interested in men, interested in women, or it says single, you're putting
And
yourself
my
out
stuff
there
just
like
don't show. Mhm.
you're not. So people, that's a clear indication to people that you're probably not married. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I put married on my
Yeah.
stuff. So men would know. And so clearly you saw married and you saw who married too, and you still hopped in my inbox. So that's why they got blocked. Because I felt like you was that bold to jump in my inbox seeing
Right.
that I was married, then you clearly don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just like I'm not gonna keep being bothered.
Bothered.
Like,
But I
you know
know
what I'm saying?
after ignoring them, I don't get them repeatedly. So that's good. And sometimes I'll just delete. I won't even look at them, especially if they knew me already. Like if you knew me when I was married and like you on some slick stuff, like trying to be my brother type situation, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna
They
leave
do
you
do
on red.
that. They do try to slide in there like the brothers trying to watch out for
Listen,
you. You okay?
listen. Let's just keep this a buck. Like you gotta be correct.
Are
You
you
gotta come
okay?
correct. What?
They be asking, "Are you okay?" I haven't.
Yeah. Is
Mister.
everything going well in the
I haven't seen
household?
the Mister in
Like,
the pictures. Is everything going okay?
yeah, it's like, do you not see my picture? Do I not look okay?
Mind your business.
I just
Mind your
swipe.
business, bro.
Just leave them on red, sis. Just leave them on red. Don't even respond to them.
I definitely did start leaving people on red because I was like,
Yeah, you got to, because then they get slick.
First of all,
Man,
you nosy. If I want you to know what's going on with my marital situation, I will tell you.
I told somebody today or yesterday, I'm gonna start telling people I got a boyfriend from the hood.
From the hood.
Yep. Keep playing. Keep going.
A boyfriend
Yep.
gonna show up, chitty chitty
Yep.
baby.
And listen, ain't nobody gonna know I have one this whole time. And he's gonna pop up out of nowhere. Straight from the hood.
You
They better
crazy.
leave me alone. So yeah. Anyway, so when you now, is it okay to have separate social media and not put that you're married?
Nah, I think that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Because you
Some people
advertise.
have married on there.
If you don't put married on there, or you don't let people see your relationship status, you searching. You available. You plotting, you scheming. So
All
yeah.
right, here we go with the next question. This might ruffle some feathers. Is it okay to have a fake social media page when you in a relationship? I don't know. I have one.
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
What? What? What?
I plead the fifth.
I'm just asking, girl. Listen, y'all, this is not rehearsed. She didn't know I was gonna ask the question, and I didn't know I was gonna ask the question. She just playing. Okay, my opinion.
She is not just playing. She is not just playing.
She's just playing, y'all. She's just playing.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Listen, she just playing. Listen. Oh Lord. When I was married, I did not have a fake social media page. I didn't need one at all. But when I decide to start dating someone, oh Lord, if I date someone, I might create one to watch them.
Ooh.
Somebody that has been interested in me, I might have already created one to see what he do. Yeah. I'm just gonna listen. It's my sister and me podcast. You ain't gotta incriminate yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and tell it.
Yes, this
After
is
marriage,
your time.
after marriage, someone they had interest in me. And I had an idea and I had some stuff going on and I knew some stuff wasn't right. You know it. I created a page. I sure did. And then when I found out the information, I told him. I said, look here. I done found you. I done found you out. And after that, he blocked me.
Oh, that good old block button, boy.
That good old block, okay? And I sent him a message. I said, oh, you gonna block my fake page? You gonna block my fake? But there came a point in time where I decided that I don't want to be creating fake pages for somebody to check after somebody that I possibly can't trust. You know what I'm saying? If I can't trust you, then this probably ain't gonna work. So got rid of the fake page because there was no reason to have it still. And that's it. It was the end of that. I might have created 2 of them. I got rid of them both. He blocked the first one, so I had to make the second one so I could send him a message and cuss him out. Listen, this is my sister and me podcast. Somebody down in them comments talking mess. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. You know good and well we don't like to let them get the last word.
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100. I always got a fake social media page somewhere, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause somebody gonna say, I ain't doing all that. You just insecure if you're doing all that. You call it what you want to call it. It's called quality assurance.
Oh, is that what
I need to check from listen.
Not quality assurance.
We live in a day and time where you will give your heart, your trust, and your dedication to a man or a woman and spend years with them and think that they are above cheating, think they are above talking to other people, think they are above flirting with other people, and then one day your world get corrupted when you find out they was not above it. Yeah. And you should have been watching, but you was too busy just blindly trusting. And so at the end of the day, I put my trust in God. I'm not trusting in anyone. I trust you as long as you give me a reason not to trust you. But if you start showing me some signs, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when people switch up what they normally do, anything that starts being different, something's going on. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sorry, but I keep me a fake social media page. And you don't know what my fake social media page is because I've had it for years and years. And even when I wasn't married, even when I was single, I had a fake page. Because if somebody tried to talk to me, the final test for me to talk to them is they had to pass the fake media page. You understand what I'm saying? They had to pass that inbox from that random girl hollering at them to see how they respond before I even say yes to a date. Okay.
Well, I don't got mad no more. I want y'all to know that. But I have blocked that person that showed interest in me.
My people be getting
blocked because you blocked me when you started first. So
well, you know the men get smart sometimes. They know it's fake and they block you. But guess what?
But wait, when you block them, they don't like it. When you
blocked. You don't know all of
I'm not. I can't with you.
You ain't got no block. I can still see you.
They don't like when you block them though. They don't like that. They be like, "Why am I blocked?" Because. All right.
I remember I tried to teach my husband a lesson. I unfriended him on Facebook. Girl, he didn't even send my friend request back.
See, that's why, and that's another thing. Is it a must that you be friends on social media? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not send my ex-husband a friend request, not because I didn't want people to know we were married. There's pictures everywhere and it says that we were married. My last name was his last name. You know, it was that. It was only because I see him every day. He wasn't the jealous type, and neither was I. But my ex-husband wasn't a big social media person. So it wasn't like unnecessary for me. He was not ever on there. He on there now. His whole thing say single. It said single before mine did, baby.
Listen.
He's like single. He up there suited and booted like,
listen.
I'm Joe Casanova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. I'm just playing, y'all. I still got love for him. It's just a jokey joke.
Listen.
But yeah, no, it wasn't a must. It wasn't.
It was a must for me and mine, but it's because we posted each other, right? And then he would tag me in funny memes because that's all he posts is memes and videos and TikToks, you know. So he would tag me in stuff. So it was a must for us in the beginning, not because of distrust, but because we shared a lot of, like I said, I was very public. I shared a lot of memories publicly, you know, when we went somewhere, you know, we tagged each other, you know. But again, I'll never
Well,
do
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you.
I'll
Now
never do it again.
this new Quisha, if I get into a relationship with you and you have a lot of ex-girlfriends like you Mr. Popular, baby, you're gonna have to get rid of that Facebook page, social media page, or we're gonna get one together. Or I'm gonna be all over the one you got.
Well, you remember the one episode I told you if he ain't supposed to be on social media, we got a problem.
Okay? If you Mr. Popular, Mr. Ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo.
Y'all better pray for Mr. Johnson. Boy, how about
include me?
They start putting pictures up just because.
Listen, because the minute that you say to me, I'm the one, all them gonna know. Now listen, I can't stop a female from liking you. Okay? Because people gonna do that. But publicly, I'm gonna know. Or we're gonna have a page together, Mr. Popular, Saved by the Bell, Zach. We're gonna have it together.
Not Zach.
Zach. Okay, you ain't gonna treat me like I'm Screech.
All right, sis, gonna wrap us up.
Okay, so social media, it can hurt or it can heal. It is totally up to you. Most importantly, open dialogue about the relationship, open dialogue about how you both feel about the social media presence and what you do on there is the most important thing. Always check with your spouse. They may not want that type of social media, or they may be okay with it. Just check first, because the last thing that you want is for your social media presence to be the downfall of your marriage or relationship. And if you truly care about the person, social media, it won't be such a big deal anyway, because the person that you are in love with is with you. That's what I got.
Awesome. I think that's good, sis. I think at the end of the day, this episode was really just about, you know, really, like she said, talk about social media, talk about things like that before you get into a relationship. Like, don't just get in a relationship, but talk about those things to make sure that you're on the same page so that,
you have an understanding, throughout your relationship. And if you're married, please be mindful of your spouse when you're doing things on social media. Because whether you meant to or not, you could be harming them. You could also be embarrassing them. And you could also be giving people a window into your relationship or lack thereof, all which is very personal, and nobody should know anything about that but you and them. So at the end of the day, communicate. Make sure that you're choosing to be with someone you love, and that you're going to want to, that you're attracted to, someone you're going to want to continue to build and fight and love, with. And don't sacrifice that for these social media um, personas, because when you meet people on social media, whether it's the game, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, you don't know those people. You know what those people represent. You know the pictures they post, you know the words they say, but you don't really know who those people is. And calling yourself falling in love with someone based on just social media with no real understanding of who they are and no interaction with them is very dangerous. And in a society that we live in now, you don't know who you're even talking to on social media. You don't know if that person has a mental problem. You don't know that if that person is working for a human trafficking ring. You don't know any of that. So just be careful. Social media is a huge platform right now. And as my sister said, it can be used for good or it can be used for evil. Protect the love and the family that you do have. And let's try to even stay off social media so much. Limit yourself, give yourself some time zones that you're on social media so that you can actually live in the moment and experience life with your partner, with your family, and with the people you love, and preserve what you have built. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 16. How you gonna act like that? Huge shout out to Candy Girls in Maplewood Mall. Huge shout out to Caleb Girls. Huge shout out to Young Phenom. A huge congratulations to all of our 2021 graduates. Woo! We are so proud of all of you. Oh my God, you guys have persevered and you have made this accomplishment even in the midst of a pandemic. So God bless you again. This is Jackie Johnson.
And it is LaQuisha.
And we're signing off for Sister Conversations in Black, episode 16. God bless you. Have a
See
great
y'all
day.
later.